Good afternoon, Penn Trafford, and welcome to this edition of What's Up Warriors. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Sierra.
This week on What's Up, we take an inside look into the new Greek and Roman mythology classes, highlight the athletic trainer, Mr. Cooper, talk to the foreign exchange students, and finish off with a special on Thanksgiving. Since the holiday season has officially started with Halloween, the movies that come out are starting to pop up, so we sent Alex Wargo to go see what movies PT is excited for.
I'm excited to see Jack Reacher and Doctor Strange, and Rogue One. I can't wait for that to come out. I think that's going to be a great Star Wars movie. I'm really looking forward to those.
Yes, I'm very looking forward to Star Wars.
Can't wait to watch Space Jam.
I can't wait for Star Wars as well. Same with him.
Yes, I'm actually very excited for Moana coming out with Dwayne The Rock Johnson in it.
I'm actually excited for Split. It's a horror movie. Looks pretty good.
Star Wars. I'm a big Star Wars fan.
That's a good one. Anything else?
No, not really.
I'm pretty excited for Rogue One. It's going to be an exciting time. Star Wars is a pretty big movie franchise, and it looks pretty decent to get away from this the Skywalker family, even if Vader's in it.
I'm very excited for something called Hacksaw Ridge. I love war movies. I've always loved war movies. First one was Gettysburg. Now we're here. And I just love war.
The new Star Wars movie looks pretty cool.
Sounds like a good one. And you?
Doctor Strange for sure. I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know. And also, as she said, Star Wars, because, you know, who doesn't like to go back in time to the, you know.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your excitedness on these movies?
I'm very excited. Probably a 9. Especially for Doctor Strange. I'm really excited for that movie.
I'd say probably like a solid 8.
Probably a 9.
Probably about a 9.
Oh, that's a 10.
Spicy.
A big spicy 10.
This has been Alex Wargo reporting for PTV.
The English department added a new selection of classes available for seniors. With these classes being favored by students, Maria and Rachel took a look to see how the Greek and Roman classes got started.
This year, several new classes were added to PT's curriculum. Among these classes, a class featuring mythology from ancient Greece and Rome was favored among students. We talked to Mrs. Spada and Mr. Moya to dig deeper into the mythology world.
We, as an English department, came to the decision that we wanted to change the senior English offerings to make them more elective and to give students more of a college-like experience in their senior year.
I think because it kind of hits the same themes that you see in movies and TV shows today. We have the infidelity, we have the gods and goddesses kind of dictating men and women's fates. We also have a group of characters that like to be very active, that like to go on journeys, to fight with one another, fall in love, all the things that are popular today.
Students are reacting very positively to the class. We've done a good job, I think, of structuring the content so that it is entertaining and at the same time very beneficial to their education and to their development of skills that they'll need moving to the next level. It's, from what I've seen, been very well received.
I took this class because I've been interested in mythology from a bunch of different cultures and just other cultures past and how their stories came to be. That is relatively interesting to me, especially with Greek and Roman and Egyptian times.
Definitely will continue for future years to come. It's been very popular this year, and I think word of mouth will spread down to the juniors and sophomores, and it should be a class that remains on the course offering.
With the response to this class being overwhelming this year, it will surely continue at PT for years to come. This has been Rachel and Maria for PTV. Some PT students are not aware of what athletic trainers such as Mr. Cooper do on a daily basis. We sent down Jake Schick to interview Mr. Coop to find out what he does in a regular school day.
I sat down with Mr. Coop for a little inside scoop of his everyday life.
I'm a teacher and a licensed athletic trainer. I've been a licensed athletic trainer and teacher for 34 years, 26 here at Penn Trafford High School. I currently have 2 sections of sports medicine, a total of 48 students. And we go over the basic foundations of athletic training, sports medicine, physical therapy, which would include anatomy, both bones, muscles, tendons, ligaments. We go over injuries, how they occur, what to do to treat those, some rehabilitation. As you know, injuries can occur at any point in time, doing any activity, whether it be organized or not. So our goal and what we do, our function here as an athletic trainer, is we take care of any health or injury-related instances with athletes. And through rehabilitation, through prophylactic taping, through referrals and working closely with physicians, doing concussion rehab, those are all things that occur after the school day is over. And when most people go home and forget about what's going on, we're getting into the meat and potatoes of our day. As far as accomplishments too, I think that if you do what you're supposed to do on a daily basis, people start to recognize that. And I've been very fortunate that I've been involved in the school board. The administration here has been very supportive in my involvement at the state, regional, and national level in athletic training. As a result, I've been able to influence some things nationwide in athletic training, and I've received some awards from those as well. So, there's a lot of things that have gone on. A lot of people don't understand what we do as an athletic trainer here, and we have 3 full-time athletic trainers. So we're very fortunate here. I think that's a direct reflection on the school board and administration. They actually put a significant value on student safety, and our parents, our student athletes, our coaches should be appreciative of that.
That's all I got for you guys this week. The studio's got it from here.
Of all the new changes from the renovation, the library or media center has definitely been one of the biggest. Along with the change came new rules concerning how often students can use the media center, and some students were disappointed by this rule. So Sarah Simpson and I found out why the changes were made and asked students and teachers how they felt.
There's been some controversy around the school about the new rules for the library, or media center. We talked to teachers and students to find out their opinions on the update.
It is, and I think it's getting better every single day. I've talked to students and teachers, and they both appreciate the change.
Oh, I think it's a very good change. I think going forward, the students are going to realize more and more how good this change is. As the new students come in next year, the freshmen, they'll come in to this system so that they won't have known what it was like before.
I think the change might be good for the school. For some people, it kind of forces you to sit down and be in a quiet environment and maybe motivates you to get your work done.
It has affected me in journalism because there are less students here, so we can't take polls as effectively.
I think they changed the rules because some people were getting a little bit too rowdy.
There was one day when marshmallows were on the ceiling of the library. After that, that's kind of a turning point.
It was just too unmanageable. Nobody was getting anything done because of the confusion and the noise.
We wanted to look kind of like a Barnes & Noble or a college-type atmosphere where kids could come in, do their work on academics, also have the coffee shop and the coffee, the teas, the baked goods, but had the focus to be academics with a little bit of socialization.
I feel that kids only have a certain amount of time a day to de-stress. A lot of us have to attend high school, then go home and go straight to work or after-school activities, and I feel like this takes away from our social aspect.
Truthfully, I'm beginning to agree with them. At first, I didn't agree, but now I can see that people are getting their work more efficiently done.
Kids now know the expectations. They know what it takes to get in there. They understand that as long as they're working on projects, studying, reading, doing some type of academics.
Nobody is limited to just 2 days a week. If you have a pass from a subject teacher, you can come in with that pass and still do work.
And there may be changes down the road again, just to always make it better for the students.
Everyone may have their own opinion, but we've come to the conclusion that these new restrictions will be good for the school. Reporting for PTV, this has been Sarah Simpson and Sierra Rudick.
Over the summer, the school board here at the high school voted to host 4 exchange students. Nick Desmond and Lauren Volovic traveled down to talk to Alex, Laura, Selena, and Isabella and learn about their home countries and the differences they have become accustomed to.
Hi, my name is Alex and I'm from New Zealand. I'm Selena Mondolo. I'm from Italy.
My name is Isabella Kalman. I'm from Brazil.
My name is Laura and I'm from Sweden.
Why come to America?
I really like like traveling and knowing other places, and I always wanted to see American culture and American places from like closer than in movies, and I really like, and I really think this country is beautiful and a good place.
I guess I wanted to live the American dream, and I've seen a lot of high school movies, so I was like, I'm going.
Always really wanted to like live in America. It's a really beautiful country, and it's amazing.
What are some of the main differences between your country and America?
Italy is small, is disorganized, and our tests are open questions. We don't have multiple choice. Education in New Zealand's a lot harder. We have 5 years of high school instead of 4.
Like here, people actually like care about if you get your education. In Sweden, like if I come like 2 hours late, they're not like, oh, you're late. They're like, oh, Laura, you're here.
Food, for sure. The way people interact.
I love that we get paid for going to school. We get $122 each month.
How do the governments differ?
There's a lot of corruption, and everyone hates the government.
Brazilian government is not really different from the U.S. government. We have like a president, vice president, and the senators and deputies, and they all help on the laws and managing the country.
The system is very different. Like in Sweden, when we vote, if one candidate gets like 38% of the votes, they get 38% power.
What have you participated in while being here?
Homecoming, Halloween.
All of them, I think. Like Halloween, I went to homecoming. I'm gonna do Thanksgiving and all that. Oh, we don't have homecoming and stuff like that. We have a prom. It's very fancy, but that's the only thing we do.
Yeah, homecoming was like really fun. It's nice that the school makes like a dance for the students.
Yeah, I did homecoming, and I went trick-or-treating on Halloween. That was crazy. There was a lot of people trick-or-treating. Halloween's not big at all in New Zealand. I mean, maybe like 4 people in the entire street will do it.
What is the weirdest thing you've seen so far?
The weirdest? Oh my god. A Big Mac museum. That was weird.
Oh, yeah, you don't eat like with your family. You eat like in the couch. The election.
Deers, like all around, because I had never seen a deer.
Are you looking forward to going back?
Yeah, I'm excited to go home. No, because I have to study my program of my 12th year, and I have 13th year in Italy, so I'm not excited.
Not right now. I don't want to go home right now.
This has been Nick and Lauren reporting for PTV. Back to you guys in the studio.
Ciao, sono Selina e adesso ritorniamo allo studio.
Eu sou Isabela, de volta para vocês no estúdio.
Jag är Lara och tillbaka till studion.
Back to you in the studio.
As Thanksgiving draws closer, Trent Soames and Zach McClellan asked some of the staff and students of Penn Trafford about the history of the holiday, some special dishes they prepare, as well as some family traditions.
Hi, my name's Trent Soames, reporting for PTV. Thanksgiving is upon us, and we decided to sit down with Mr. Moses and some students to get some history on the holiday and find out some of their traditions.
The very first one that was considered more of a autumn feast between the Wampanoag Indians and the Plymouth settlement was in 1621. Officially, it becomes a holiday in 1863 under Abraham Lincoln. Normally, the feast really didn't have turkey. It was more deer and other assortment of foods, but we always noticed turkey, but deer was the main course, I would say.
We also sat down with some students to talk about their Thanksgiving traditions.
My parents usually make like this, it's like apples, and they cut it all up, and they take the skin off, and then they put like cranberries in it and cinnamon, and it's just really good.
Usually instead of turkey, we eat ham. We usually eat like more of a lunch rather than a dinner, and then we go see a movie with me and my sisters, usually and my brother.
We get both of our sides of the family together and go to my grandma's house and have a big turkey dinner. We have like ham, stuffing, mashed potatoes, corn.
Well, I actually cooked the entire meal, at my house. I host it. So I actually have 2 turkeys I am cooking this year. And then, of course, the corn and mashed potatoes, and always like to bring in some other like stuffed shells and assortment of food.
Every year I go to one half of my family at my one grandma's house, and then I go to the other side of my family at my other grandma's house for a nice feast, a big old feast, a lot of turkey, a lot of mashed potatoes, and a lot of gravy.
I'm Trent Soames reporting for PTV. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you for watching this edition of What's Up Warriors. I'm Rachel.
I'm Sierra.
Have a great and safe Thanksgiving, PT.